I just set the timer for 9 minutes because we have a clip to show. Welcome to So I Married a Film Freak. So, back to what we were talking about. Inglourious Basterds, out on Wednesday here, out on Friday in the States. We got to see it the other day at a special sneaky peeky.
Yeah.
We thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Full of lots of interesting things, little devices.
Yeah.
Were a little distracting, but
sometimes
added to the fun. What do you think?
I think that's true. I think that these little conceits he plays with, these captions on screen, these titles, these freeze frames, the voiceover, the Sam Jackson voiceover, are, they're conceits that kind of take you out of the body of the thing, but he executed them brilliantly in their own terms.
You thought that was brilliant.
I think that, the Hugo Stieglitz moment where it went to very, very well executed on its own terms.
Sure.
Is it ideal? Is it perfect? No. But if you're going to do that, he did it really well. That's my thing about him. When he made Reservoir Dogs, there wasn't really anything in it that I can sort of point out and go, that's silly. Or even Jackie Brown. But I suppose in the rest of his films, there are these little conceited moments that sort of somehow leave me sort of scratching my head. But on the other half, leave me feeling so excited that he's pulled them off so brilliantly.
But does he do it just for fun? What was the purpose of the Stieglitz?
I think the thing is, if you compare his sort of ability with film language to somebody who speaks 6 different languages, and you really want them to be speaking the same language as the audience, which would be, let's just say it's English, but then occasionally he wants to show off and speak a bit of Spanish, and I know a bit of French as well, and I know a little bit, because he can use all this vernacular so well, so I think he just sort of slips into it. But for the audience's sake, to communicate best to them, he would have been better off just speaking in the one tongue.
Well, speaking in many tongues, I thought that Landa fella was really awesome.
Oh, Christoph Waltz stole it.
He absolutely stole it. And
Oscar, do you reckon?
No. I don't know, but we should do some predictions like my friend Dave would do.
Yeah, later on.
We'll
not that the Oscars are actually, a measure of quality at all, but you do have to take a side. You do have to root for people because it can make people,
Right. But I thought Landa was fabulous, and beforehand I kept hearing about him, and I just thought, oh, whatever. But I have to say, I was expecting some sort of tall, blonde, gorgeous-looking guy. I didn't know what to expect, but you read the script.
I did, yeah.
Did the film measure up to the script?
Yeah, in many respects it pushed the script to another level. But then again, some bits of the script, particularly where he's going off on these little film language wild goose chases, I didn't do that when I was reading the script, so maybe I would have preferred it to be... But there are so many sequences in that film which I think is superbly staged and executed that really bring the script up. That's his job. But he saw this film when he was writing it, didn't he?
Are people going to go see it?
I hope so.
Should people go see it?
Yeah. It would be nice if nobody did, because it would completely screw the Weinsteins over forever. If this tanks, they're actually out of the movie industry, right?
Okay.
But I don't want it to tank.
No.
I want it to be a roaring success.
I hope it is too. It'll definitely do well on DVD.
People like that Bradley Pitt, don't they? So I think they'll be going to look at him.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. Now he's started doing comedy, he's really sort of come into his own, I think.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think that... if he plays eccentrics or does something sort of comical, I think he's really good. But when he's been in a sort of a relatively straight role, I think he's been a bit underwhelming. Maybe fair to middling, but...
Well, I agree with you. Okay, so let's move on to another... Yeah, I do. So we've got about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
I want to definitely talk about going to see Terry Gilliam the other night.
Well, we'll do that at the end because we'll have a clip to show.
Okay. Well, what were we going to talk about then?
I could tell you. I could tell you about the last thing I wrote on Slash Film.
No, I don't want to know about the last thing. There's a new Hobbit. Oh, that is the last thing.
That was the last thing.
Hobbit.
So it's not been as I speak to you now. I don't think it's actually been published, but I've written it up. But there's a story on Slash Film by me, which comes from a report given to a blog called Market Saw. They're obsessed with 3D, man. They're so into 3D, and they've been really behind Avatar and so on. And they've been told that not only is there a disagreement between Peter Jackson and Guillermo del Toro about the way to do The Hobbit, i.e. Jackson wants it done in 3D. He said he's never going to make a film in 2D ever again. He wants it done in 3D, and Del Toro's like, I don't know. Jackson's thinking, after these 2 Hobbit films, this sort of bridge film that would link them to Lord of the Rings, he's going to come back and direct that. So that's like another Middle-earth film by Peter Jackson. That's as close to a licence to print money as the film industry actually has, I think. Apart from like E.T. 2.
Does it matter that I don't care?
No, it doesn't. How many tickets were you ever going to buy?
I don't know. I saw the first Lord of the Rings thing.
Just the first film. You haven't seen all 3
I
of them.
saw I may have seen the second one.
I mean, The Two Towers, it's got genuine benchmark moments in it where certain things in cinema were perfected at that moment.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to their highest point. How could you not be excited? Jackson's a visionary, and you know what I feel about 3D, because not only did I bang on about it on video last week, I bang on about it all the time. I mean, 3D's just getting ghettoised and treated as some sort of gimmick, something for kids' films and horror films. It's just wrong, man. It's just a genuine advance in the possibilities of cinema, and I want more 3D.
Okay, you're probably going to get some more 3D. Particularly if Jackson only makes films in 3D, then you'll have lots of films you'll like to go and see.
Unless someone dissuades him or something.
But we did go and see Terry Gilliam, and it was 3D because
he was
there.
He
was really there.
He was there. In fact, do you know what? It was more than that. It was like a feel around from.
Excuse me.
You know, Kentucky.
That didn't sound very nice.
You know, Kentucky Fried Movie.
Oh, okay.
They go and see a movie. It's in feel around. There's a guy stands by and he touches you. But I shook his hand. You see.
Oh, yes.
Like feel around.
That didn't sound very nice. So, but and I got to shake his hand too, and I was really pleased because I got to ask the question I asked on our show last week, and we're going to show you the clip what he had to say now. Let me ask a question.
What?
Brett and I have made an online television show, and in it we were chatting, and I said, "Is this your magnum opus? Is Parnassus your magnum opus?"
I just want a magnum bottle of something, and it doesn't have to be film. Something to knock me out. No, this is my latest magnum opus. Let's put it that way, because always the last film you do is the best film you've ever done, and will be the one that will end up carved on your gravestone. Only time will tell.
Thank you. So, I got to ask that question, or rather, I decided to ask that question at the end of your interview.
You leapt up.
I did, because I didn't want to miss my opportunity.
But as at the end of an interview that I'd done with him, I'd
Right.
been lucky enough to just sit and speak to him for 15 minutes. And
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
if they look on Slash Film in a day or so,
Wow.
then they'll get to see you interview Terry Gilliam.
Wow.
And it was your special day, wasn't it?
Wow, it was, yeah.
I'm just glad I was there to see it. And you can see it too.
Spoke to me.
Yes. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.